Trying to find my way to Eiffel Tower. And I think it's much more better if you walk, or if you go out and get public transport. It will help you to know most part of the city, unlike going in taxis. I've tried taxis and it's just as busy as it is down there in central London. So, but for you to get familiar to different locations within the city, public transport is the best. So I'm trying to see if I can find my way. I'm going to get a train. 2 trains will take me down to Eiffel Tower. Okay, catch you later. Welcome back to Step Forward. My name is Deborah. If you're new here, thanks for joining. For all my returning subscribers, a massive thank you to you for returning to watch this. And I just want to give a quick review about my solo travel to Paris. I'll do another one about the hotel, the food, and the places to visit later. But I don't travel that much, so seeing the opportunity to travel for my birthday was really a good experience. So today I'm only going to talk about the transport alone, so just the transportation system, how it is compared to the United Kingdom and other places that I've been to. I've been to several places in Africa, like Nigeria. Whoa, my Nigerian people, God bless you. Nigeria. I've been to Ghana. I've been to the Republic of Benin, and America, Portugal. Which other place? Well, I don't travel that much, like I've said. These are the few places I've been to. And the United Kingdom, of course, and now Paris. So these are the few places that I've been to, and just comparing the transport, really, the transportation system down there, that just let you know what I experienced. And if you're planning to travel alone or with your family, you can do that with ease. I can assure you it was a good experience. So let's dive into it. So traveling in Paris is as easy as traveling anywhere in the world, maybe United Kingdom, for all my UK people, for those in Nigeria, for those in America, anywhere you are in Europe or America or any of the 7 continents of the world, traveling around, it's quite very easy. You can use Google Map. And one thing I didn't do, because when I also listened to people's review about traveling in Paris or moving around in Paris, really getting to know the city, where to visit, another thing I find very useful is the use of Google Map. Their home map is quite different. When you use Google Map and you're walking here in the UK, you can actually see some dot on the floor. But down there, their home Google Map would ask you to point your Google Map to the street, so you can point the camera to the shops, to the road, anywhere. So it's easier for their Google Map down there to pick the exact spot that you are. Then after you pointing the Google Map to the street or any of the shops, local shops around you, it would actually capture the shop where you are, and then you find these three forward arrows, which makes it very easier for you where to go, where to turn to, unlike in the UK where you only see that walking dot on the map. So it's quite very, very easy. I find that very helpful, but you can be distracted if you have to cross the road, and the Google Map would actually warn you as well that you have to be careful and while crossing the road. So it's very easy, not as bad as I expected. And being the only one traveling as a solo traveler, I enjoy traveling alone. I had the time to pamper myself, eat what I want, wake up anytime I wanted. Yes, another thing I learned from this is, if you are a solo traveler, like I did in Paris, you have to befriend yourself. Goodness me. And I've always been hearing befriend yourself, befriend yourself. Yes, I love being alone. I enjoy being me without distractions. But since I became a mom, it becomes hard, because I'm used to having those little ones screaming, shouting, playing with them, and all of that. So, but being alone, it's really good as well. It helped me to relax, and I don't have to think about food. Although I keep calling home to check up on everybody, but then yeah, it was a pleasurable experience, and being my birthday, so I just took that time to chill. It was really good. So in terms of the traveling in Paris, don't rely on on taxis or cabs. Yeah, there are a few occasions where I had to use cab because of time, because public transport takes a bit. And then I think on my first day, and honestly on my first day, I want to start touring this because it was just 3 days. And right from the airport, I asked where is the train station. I went by train, by bus. I just want to see the whole city, really. I want to enjoy the fresh air. Staying in the cab or taxi wouldn't give me that good experience that I wanted to enjoy. So it was good, but at some point I had to change to a taxi because on the day there was should I say bus strike? Yeah, there was a strike action by the bus drivers. The train works quite well, to be honest, but only the buses. And if you're fortunate to find one, they're also very, very helpful. So those drivers are so helpful. They will direct you, give you direction, tell you where to get off, which bus to jump on again. So it was really a good experience. So, but to enjoy it, the honest truth is, don't rely on taxis and cabs alone, or cabs. So get public transport, and then you're gonna meet different people. Listen to how they announces how they make announcements on their trains and buses in French, and it was so intricate. I love it. Unlike in London where you hear welcome to is the Hela or whatever train, and the next stop is well, this train will be calling at A, B, C, D. There was nothing like that. So I was thinking, did they know that this is for travelers? They should interpret for us in English. But hey, no, they didn't. Only in their French. And sometimes I'll be laughing at myself. I guess people on the train would know that this girl is a stranger. And some people tried to make friends speak to me in French. I just said, hey, I did not understand French, but bonjour. And then I tell them, je parle anglais. I don't know if that's correct, but that means I only speak English. So je parle anglais, and immediately if they're able to communicate in English, they switch to English. Or sometimes they say, oh, and I say, oui, that's yes. Oh my God. So it was a good experience, really. So let me know the places that you visited and how it went, especially if they speak different language from yours. And I learned a bit of French while growing up, primary school, secondary school, even our institution. I did French, to be honest. Learning French and not having anyone to speak to is not a good experience, because over the years I've lost the little French that I learned. And but the good thing is I could still communicate in little things like how much I want to buy this, I'm going to so place. I don't speak English, I don't speak French. Yeah, if I want to say I don't speak English too, it's gonna be probably I only speak French, je parle français. But because I speak English, so je parle anglais. I know there is a bit of something missing there. There is an A or whatever that is missing, but at least they understood what I meant when I said that. And some people are also, I don't want to go into details, and I'm seeing like 7 minutes here, so I'm gonna find another day that I will talk about communicating with people in French, or in Paris, or in any French country if you don't speak, if you're a non-French speaker. But today just concentrating on the transport only, really. So it was really good traveling by train like we do in London, jumping from one station to the other, or jumping from train to bus. It was a good experience for me. And even being able to communicate with people, being a solo traveler. People like solo travel, like, oh, on your own, that's good. Yeah, so it was really nice. People are happy to take your picture or happy to do videos, but you have to be careful at the same time because of pickpockets. But they're all nice people. Even getting off from the train station, people keep walking down to me if I needed help with my hand luggage. I'm like, this is just a hand luggage. No, thank you. And sometimes I later find out that that's one of their cultures. They like to help people. So if you don't mind, say yes to them. But unfortunately, I said no to all of them. But then I give them the smile, you know, a beautiful smile. Oh, thank you, I'm fine. And they keep dragging the bag. Oh my gosh. But yes, it was a good experience. And with the train, there are 2 train tickets. I don't have that with me. So there are 2 types of tickets that you can travel with, whether by train or by bus. One is it the Vigo? Is it Vigo? I don't have it with me, but I'm gonna put the picture later. Vigo or Vigo pass. So with that, you can load some money on it, and then it keep deducting that, I think so, or bi-weekly or whatever. But I use the normal pass, which costs I think €2.20 per trip, or there's another one per day, depending on how many places you're visiting though. I had a lot of them, but I can't remember. And you can easily purchase that at the train station. And you can choose what language you want as well. So there are different languages on their train machine, the ticket machines. So the ticket machines have I believe I found English, French, Dutch, quite a few languages that I can't remember to be precise, please pardon me. But you can actually choose where. For some of my listeners are English speakers, so there is English on their on the train, not train now. So there's English language on their ticket machine. Yes, so let me put it that way. And to exit, there are different types of exits. They have one like the London one where you put in the card, you take it out at the other side, and then the door opens. There's another one where you have to turn it by yourself. You push it, you push yourself or your luggage out. So that's the one I don't really like. And there are a particular one which you can which is like wide open, whoa, for those with big luggages. So honestly, I really enjoyed it. Better than the United States, where the transport wasn't that, where public transport isn't that good. But moving around in Paris, there's no difference. It's the same as, so moving around in Paris is almost the same as moving around in London or any part of the United Kingdom. So the only one I struggled with is America one. But probably the States I hardly see any. The one we traveled that time, I can't remember seeing any bus or train. It was all taxi. So that's it. Enjoy yourself. Don't be scared to be a solo traveler. But being a solo traveler, don't rely on cabs alone. So use the public transport. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment, like, please let me know that you're listening. So please do that. So don't let this time be a waste. Thank you. Bye, Deborah.